Today I woke up with a terrible idea of running a marathon with Crocs. I didn't want to run it in normal running shoes, so I did some research and found out no one has ever run a marathon in Crocs.
That's all the inspiration I need.
So I finally had a reason to buy my first pair of Crocs.
USO Center, located on the right.
3, 2, 1, go.
So I'm basically using this app to track all of my miles, and my flight's not till 6 p.m. tonight, which gives me about 7 hours total for me to do 26 miles in these Crocs. So right now I have about a 7-mile run to the beach, and I'm gonna run around there, pretty much do a couple loops, and then by 6 p.m. I'm gonna have to run back to the airport and catch my flight. I also just want to keep in mind that I have zero preparation for this. I don't run at all ever, so I'm not prepared to run even like 4 miles, let alone 26. Another thing we have to keep in mind is I have this book bag on, which I'll be holding my camera in when I'm not actually running. So that's another like 10 pounds to my body, which is gonna make this even more annoying to run in. So I have to run a pace of 3 miles per hour, I think if my math is correct, in order to complete this before I fly home tonight. But it is actually beautiful outside. I'm gonna try to run my first 2 to 3 miles and see how I feel after that. But I'm gonna put the camera away for a bit and I'm gonna start running. I'm also starving. Everyone driving by and seeing me run in Crocs is looking at me like I'm a crackhead, so it's not enjoyable to run with, that's for sure. But we're 1 mile in, we're 4% done, 25 miles to go. All right, so I just jogged, holy cow. So I just got done with my 2nd mile. I just jogged the whole thing. I'm like not even trying to be dramatic at all, but my shins and knees are already feeling it on the 2nd mile. I'm finding out the bigger problem is like my book bag, because when I run with my book bag, it's like annoying. I'm 3 miles in, 23 more miles to go. I'm out of breath. My ears are ringing. We got about an hour and a half till we get to the beach. So I'm just gonna walk this next mile. I think we're making decent progress. I just need to alternate from running and walking. So I think from now on, I'm just gonna run a mile, walk a mile, run a mile. I think at this point, the book bag is more annoying than my Crocs. So, having fun. All right, so I just finished the 5th mile. I'm out of breath. My phone's at 15%, so I have to find a gas station and buy a charger because I forgot to bring one. All right, so this is my first break. We're 25% of the way there. We're actually making really good time, so I'm actually happy with that. Good. It's also really busy right here, so it's really weird for me to run. But one thing I forgot about in California is there's so many hills. It's like that first 3 miles I was going uphill the entire time. It was awful. So the reason I flew to California to run this marathon was to have an ocean view while I run it. And that's exactly what we got. All right, so I just made a terrible mistake. I accidentally clicked out of the app that was tracking my miles, so I don't even know how many miles I was at. Well, we're just gonna have to restart, which is so annoying. So I somehow ended up in like a really bougie area by the beach, And I feel like if I run here with Crocs, people are gonna call the cops. So we're just gonna be walking for the next mile or two. My shins are starting to definitely feel it. I'm gonna walk this next mile, but check out this amazing view. It's absolutely beautiful. I found this little area where I can just run and there's really not that much people, so it's so nice. So we're almost at the halfway mark. We're at 12 and a half miles. It's currently 1:12 p.m. My flight's in 5 hours. I have 13 more miles, 13 and a half more miles to go. We have officially reached the halfway point. We have gotten to 13 miles. The one thing I'm not enjoying, believe it or not, is actually my book bag. My book bag is super annoying. When I run, it like bounces back and forth up against my back. And also my left hip is starting to hurt. It's starting to ache a little bit. And my feet are getting a little heavy. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. My hips are starting to really hurt. My knees hurt, my calves hurt, my shins hurt. But we got 12 miles left. Every part of my body is telling me to stop right now. And we're only on mile 14. I shouldn't have ate that sticker. I put the backpack in the front of me because my shoulders are starting to hurt and my back is getting sore. I think if I did this without the backpack, it would be 50 times easier. My legs are not happy with me right now. That's all I have to say. We're 16 miles in, 10 more to go. My book bag is killing my back and shoulders, but 10 more miles. My face is so red, I'm out of shape, wow. It is currently 3 p.m., so I have about 2.5 hours to complete this 8 miles. I might take a break. 19 miles in, 7 more to go. So we're 19.61 miles in, almost 6 miles left. I feel like at this point my hips are fighting against me. And they're starting to get like really heavy. And the backpack just doesn't help with this at all. So we're gonna start making our way back to the airport. I'm gonna try to run 1 more mile to pick up some time. And then I'm probably just gonna walk the rest. Cramp, 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 cramp. 20 miles in, 6 miles to go. I'm gonna try to run this next mile and see how far I can get and how long my hips will hold up for. And my leg is starting to cramp. Gosh. I also didn't video like the last 3 miles because it's such a pain to take my camera out and talk. And my hips are just, I don't know why, of all things, it's my hips that are the worst thing right now. 22 miles in, 4 miles left. Well, I'm the biggest idiot of all time. So I accidentally exited the app again. And if I knew this app was gonna do this and from the start, I wouldn't have downloaded it. But it literally doesn't let me go back and see my previous runs. But we just got to the 23 mile mark. So I have 3 miles left. I'm gonna start it again.
2, 1, go.
I've done 41,259 steps total. It's just the app keeps, the other app I'm using, you can't really go back at your history, which is annoying. But yeah, I got 3 miles left. We're actually starting to cut it pretty close with the time too. It's currently 4:50 p.m. and my flight's at 6:30. I have like 2.5 miles left. Just my hips are pretty bad right now, I'm not gonna lie. 24 miles in, 2 miles left and I'm done. I'm heading back to the airport. It's like a mile away, and I'm just gonna do a couple loops around there. I might even have to finish this like after security and walk inside the airport because we are kind of cutting it a little close on time. Can't feel my hips, I can't feel my feet, I can't feel my knees, my shins. I literally have zero training at all. I did not prepare for this in any way. So I think that's why my body's like starting to shut down. It's also 5:19 p.m. so we are cutting it a little close. So I'm gonna have to finish this challenge inside the airport and just walk 1 mile in the airport, and then I'll officially be done. 25 miles in, 1 mile left. We have half a mile left, and then I'm officially done.
We will now be operating.
In order to force with for airport personnel.
We did it. I'm officially the first person. Oh, I'm cramped. I'm officially the first person to ever run a marathon in Crocs.
I finished my marathon in a whopping 7 hours and 43 minutes. I wouldn't recommend this to anyone, but I'm proud of myself for not giving up and finishing this challenge. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.